This video is about the differences between the Northwest Passage and the Middle Passage because I found that over the years a lot of students are confusing the two. It's also a chance for me to show you the fruits that are in my refrigerator. So first off, we're going to start with a lime. I currently have a lime in the refrigerator. In the 1500s, there were European explorers that were trying to get to Asia. So a bunch of them went east through the Indian Ocean, the Atlantic Ocean, the Indian Ocean to get to Asia. Some explorers had this idea, oh, maybe I can get to Asia by sailing west and through northern water, so they didn't have to go through the Atlantic Ocean that was controlled by Spain. So this is where the idea of the Northwest Passage came from. They were looking for an all-water route that went through the northern waters to get to Asia so that they could trade with Asia. So the first picture at the top shows an all-water route to Asia, but none of the explorers took that route, and it looks to me like it would be difficult, and it would obviously be very cold looking at where it's going through. If you look at the bottom map, that shows what some explorers did. So they went west, but they didn't go as north as they could, and they also couldn't get there only by sailing through water because you have North America and Central America in the way. So the Northwest Passage was a fictitious all-water route that went through northern waters to get to Asia, but it didn't really exist. Alright, so here we have some cherries. Other fruits in the fridge at this point are cherries. Yum, I love cherries. One thing I thought of to help you remember what the Northwest Passage was about is that the N stands for no, the W stands for way, and the P stands for people. No way people. There was no Northwest Passage. No way people was there a Northwest Passage. Now here's some information about the Middle Passage. So the Middle Passage was part of the triangular trade route, which if you see here, down here, we have the triangular trade. Okay, and the Middle Passage was part of that. It was the middle part of the triangular trade. That's why it's called the Middle Passage. So here we go. This is the Middle Passage right here. I just circled it. And that was the route from Africa to the Americas that carried the slaves aboard the ships. So that was what the Middle Passage was. Like I said, it was the middle part of the triangular trade route. And I would like to show you a juicy, nice little strawberry. It's summertime, so those strawberries are plentiful and very tasty. These are some images of the Middle Passage. So the top one shows you that there were only 3 feet, 3 inches for the Africans to sit in the journey. And the bottom picture shows just a diagram of the slave ship, and there could be up to 400 slaves packed below deck on the ship. Oh, that was part of the Middle Passage. So this slide gets the lemon because, let me see, I can't get it in the right spot. The lemon because the Middle Passage was horrible for the Africans, and it was definitely sour and bad. And you know the phrase, if life gives you lemons, make lemonade. Well, there wasn't much lemonade to make for the Africans because there was nothing about the Middle Passage that was good. So the way to remember what the Middle Passage was about was that it was massively or majorly painful, right? So tell all your friends that the Middle Passage was massively painful for the Africans or majorly painful for the Africans. That's all I have to say about the Middle Passage and the Northwest Passage. But just to summarize, the Northwest Passage, no way people. It didn't exist. The Middle Passage was majorly painful or massively painful for the Africans. So just like this is the end of the video, this is going to be the end of this mango that has been in my fridge for too long, and I just don't think it's going to be tasty anymore. So that's the end. See you next time. This has been History Unraveled.